Good morning, America. I don't know. We're doing a little odd one today. I know it's probably not going to be fantasy related, but it is a tier list that we thought about. We were contemplating on doing it. We decided to do it. But we'll probably do defensive line and linebackers and DBs going to focus on the IP part. So, but right now we're gonna do O line today. Might as well knock that out. Get the big man some love. Why not? But we will talk about a little bit of Dynasty. I know some of you wanted to see our Dynasty draft, or they want to see it live. I know right now.
Yeah, I would like to see Martin make a pick.
Can you let
That's
me
what I would like to do. I want to see Martin
me
make a pick. That's what I'm saying.
He left.
I still want Martin to make a pick. I don't care. Whatever. I've been waiting for Martin to make a pick all this entire time.
You gone got him mad.
All I know is I had to make a trade in our Dynasty draft, and I've been waiting for Martin for 4 hours to make a pick.
For 4 hours? That's like what?
He's doing
2 o'clock in the morning for him?
No. So we
it pauses overnight.
We pause overnight, and then it comes back on. So all I know is I'm sitting there waiting, dealing with floods and stuff like that, and I'm checking my phone every 20 minutes like, has he made a pick yet? Because I need to know if he's going to pick my guy. I almost feel like that's going to happen. He's going to know exactly who I want to go get, and he's going to make that happen. I'm actually pretty afraid because he thinks too much like me, and same thing. I feel like if Mark was picking, I wouldn't even make the trade if Mark was picking. Actually, I feel like he would know exactly who I'm going to get.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me picking.
That's going to be me next year, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been interesting. You swung a big trade. I almost swang a big trade, but decided not to.
Yeah, I almost did one too. Another for next year, but I just said, "No, I'm good. I'm good."
So, did you guys show any of your draft? Well, it started Friday, right? So you didn't get a chance.
No, it started yesterday.
Yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I know you guys didn't probably get a chance because I'm curious on Braden's 1 and 2 because that was kind of the talk you guys have been talking about for a while.
I loved it. It's exactly what I thought was going to happen, but I didn't want to say anything because I don't want to jinx it. So he went Bijan number 1, and he went AR number 2. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But I was like, if I say that, Brady's just a contrarian. He was just would have went and said, I'm gonna do something totally different. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
Quarterback.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh my God, you're gonna piss him off again. He already stormed off. They already stormed off. Like, I mean, we can add him. This is all that's left right here. he left.
I'm pretty sure he was going to do it live on the show, but that's why I wanted to jump in and then to say that before he did that.
Ruin his for it. He probably is like, after I'm going to get full. I'm going to get some coffee or something.
Well, no, I know he didn't get much sleep, and I know he's hungover. So
yeah, definitely. He's like, if I'm gonna deal with this,
he partied last night. So
it's Sunday. That's that goes for any day in the 8 and Y.
But Braid said I had that planned for a while at least.
I
wasn't that shocked, honestly.
Because you think AR has the highest ceiling. If you're going in with quarterbacks already, and you're going to taxi squad them, why the hell not get AR?
Yeah,
right. Well, the reason I was leaning that way was because Colts Luck, who's a Colts fan, actually offered him a trade for the number 2 pick.
And
then he said
turned
no.
it down. Oh,
and I was like, I know why he was moving up, and if he's saying no, leads me to believe
that you on AR.
That was the direction he was going. Yeah.
But actually, I was having the same problem. I think I said it last week. I didn't know who I was going to pick because I thought it was going to be between Bryce Young and C.J. Stroud. I believe more in C.J. Stroud, so that's why I went there. But Bryce Young is probably going to have a better first year. Mm-hmm. He has more weapons around him. So if I was doing, if it wasn't a dynasty draft, I probably would have went Bryce Young.
Yeah.
So
I was contemplating trading back because Thornbreezy had like the 9th and then the first pick in the 2nd.
Ooh.
So I was going to see if he wanted to move up. But the guy that I was looking for to get with that first pick in the 2nd was taken right before my pick. So I was like, well, I don't think I need to do that anymore.
That's rough.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about swinging some big moves to try to get Bryce Young, Will Anderson, and QJ.
Wow.
But once I don't know, because I got contacted for the 4th pick or the 5th pick that G Money ended up taking, I think, to get Bryce.
Yeah, which is funny because that's the best player he could have had, but he's probably not even going to taxi squad him because he has to play him.
Well, yeah, his other quarterbacks are Redder and Al.
Wait, so who'd you pick, Brian? Then
I went CJ Stroud.
I know you needed a quarterback.
What on earth took you so long for your 2nd pick? By the way, everyone and their mom knew you were taking Roshan.
Except for Brian.
No, you want to know what? I was in the movie theater.
Oh, okay. Me and Braden are sitting there like on the couch, like, you're taking Roshan. Why?
Why am I taking?
Just take him already.
I knew exactly where I was going. I had everything already set up, and I was like, all right. But then when we were in the movie theater, I was watching Indiana Jones, and it took forever. I didn't know the movie could be so damn long.
So fucking long.
Like it started at 6:30. I got out of the theater like at 10. I was like, "What the hell is going on? This is crazy."
Well, it's his last outing, so they had to make it a long one, I guess.
No, I mean literally, the average age in the movie theater was like 100.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I mean, the star is 80, so
exactly.
Yeah.
I was saying.
Yeah, but that sucks.
Shane Steichen helped Herbert and Hurts, so I think he's really going to turn on AR into something. I can see it. I definitely can.
That's a good pick though, because like you said, you taxi squad him, let him do his thing, and if worst case, you just trade him if you need to. But I mean, if he's gonna become something, which I think he will. I know you guys always talked about him during your rookie breakdowns and stuff like that, and prospects, and I think he's going to be something good.
And there he is. He said, I wanted CJ, and I settled trying to go for Bryce. Yep.
That makes sense.
But, I mean, I don't think that's a horrible pick. Like, I almost traded up to get him, too. So.
No, I mean, and when Bryce is sitting there at 5, I thought about trading back in there. I was like, man, let me just get both of them. Just whatever.
Well, at the end of the day, I realized that if I was going to try to get those 3 players, that means I'm going to have no draft next year, and I just decided it wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
You just sit out the entire draft.
Well, I was going to have to get rid of probably my top 4 to 5 picks to try to swing deals to try to get all the picks for this year.
Yeah. So I made a trade in the 2nd round. That's why I'm actually waiting for Martin because I got the second round 9th pick. I traded my 2nd round next year.
Yeah, I saw that. You put those 2 on the trade block and you put them in one trade.
Yep. I was like, you know what? I really want to get this done. And also, it's the first time people are knowing me. So I figured this is a good time to show that I'm willing to trade and I'm not trying to BS anybody, especially for the player that I want. So, instead of trying to screw someone over, just do a good trade and be a good trade partner.
Can I ask you guys a question real quick?
Okay.
I'm engaging in trade talks for a quarterback.
What's up, Anthony? Ooh.
But I don't want to
jinx it.
Well, because of who I'm trading with, I don't want it to come off as I'm trying to fleece them or try to steal them.
Yeah.
What do you think the trade value for Brock Purdy is?
That's a very good question. Because it's your mom, I know it's kind of weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm trying to. I tried to gauge them with both my dad and my brother-in-law, but they were both like, I'm horrible at gauging talents.
Yeah. Brock Purdy's will be a good pickup for you, and I think we're looking at. I mean, I wouldn't be against a late 2nd, or early 3rd, maybe 3rd.
See, I started with the 3rd, but my mom didn't like it, and I was like, okay, I'm okay with the 2nd.
Yeah, late 2nd,
because I plan on being in the late end.
Yeah, no, I mean your team is defense is so well. If you get a quarterback that actually gets you points,
exactly. That's why I was looking into it. So that's why I was thinking of adding a 2nd, and I was even okay if she wanted. I'd give her a 5th or a 6th too.
Yeah, Yeah, I can see. But if you go in the second, I feel like a second's good. I can see a third and a fifth, but second in itself is pretty good enough.
Yeah. That'd be really good.
So he's saying a fourth. Oh, well, all right. All right. Well,
I mean, he's the starting.
Trying to be transparent here. I'm not trying to act like I'm trying to
exactly
get free people on my team just because.
No, you need to make sure that you need to pay a premium to make sure that the trade goes through and no one has any problems with it.
She just had she said she didn't want that many quarterbacks.
I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't want more quarterbacks, but
I know. Well, she has 4.
I was gonna say how many she got. 4 is.
Well, she's got T-Law, who's obviously
the
set it and forget it. She's got Jimmy G if he plays. She's got Kenny Pickett, and she's got Purdy.
And you could Purdy, you can taxi Purdy or Pickett, and that's why I was like,
that's where they are right now.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you're actually going after Purdy instead of Pickett.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the team around Purdy better, and I know Kyle Shanahan's already announced he's the number 1 there. So.
No matter what, when he's healthy, he's number 1.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I have Goff for the start of the season. His bye's not till week 13.
Yeah. And hopefully he doesn't get hurt, but you never know with Jared Goff.
Yeah, what's going to happen. If he gets hurt, I'm kind of screwed. But
you only have 1 QB?
Yeah, he really only has 1 QB.
Yeah, I have Jared Goff, and then I have Kyler Murray.
Okay.
So I'm trying to bring more people in.
That's man. Murray just being he's all year. He's done or not done, but he's not playing all year.
I was like, I'll give you Tannehill for 6.
I don't want any of your quarterbacks. Right?
No one should.
I'm good on your quarterback.
It's funny because all my quarterbacks can retire at any point in time.
Well, I know Darnold just stepped up because he's the backup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because I believe Trey Lance has got to be going soon. He has to be. He has to be going to Minnesota. That's where I think that just makes the most sense.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That does make a lot of sense.
Anyone can win with the Niners.
Look at Jimmy, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like the team was a lot different when Brock Purdy took over.
Yeah.
They actually were going downfield. Jimmy G's
dink and dunk, which is great to your tight end and everything. Which is why I think the tight ends on Las Vegas will be really good. That's why there's 6 of them. They might all do fine this season because he likes to throw dink and dunk a lot. And Hunter Renfro's probably going to be his favorite target. I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. He says, Braden said, I think I said a third and a fourth, so we're all saying different things. So,
but I think we are all saying different things, but we're all saying the same thing. So a third and fourth
very
almost
similar.
Equal a second. You know what I'm saying? Like a late
second and a sixth. Yeah, it's almost the same thing.
The same thing. You know, so we're.
It just depends on if you want them closer or if you want them a little spread out.
Yeah. So we understand the value of his he's starting quarterback. He could end up being one of those guys that are around for 10 years.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's true. He's also only 24. So
but here's the other problem. If he doesn't do as well this season, they will pick another quarterback.
Oh, I know. That's why I don't want to give up too much for him.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you say he could last 10 years, which I agree with. What do you think about his arm with the surgery and stuff like that? You think that's going to affect long term, or is that just kind of a short term?
If it was an elbow, I would be more worried.
Right.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. If it was elbow, I'd be like, okay, you can't. There's no way you're going to be able to play 3 years.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We've seen quarterbacks come back from his type of stuff. Broken collarbones, shoulder prop. That happens a lot. But that elbow, because you can't extend, you can't snap, it's done. That's what Tommy John surgery. It's over.
Trade a third this year and a fourth. That is an option. I do have a third, but
no, I don't think you can do that this year because
I didn't want to give up draft picks this year. That's why I was already.
It has to be next year's draft. And it makes sense for her because as she's growing, she's going to figure out exactly who she wants. Mm-hmm. So it makes more sense to give her next year so you can kind of play with it and see what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. That makes more sense. All right. Oh, I didn't pull up the other stuff. Maybe I should have done that.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy?
What's up, Jimmy?
Kid coming in.
Yep, there it is. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Jimmy.
Yeah. So this one's like a weird off one. So, like Martin said before, he went to go run and get some coffee and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna do O-line. So not fantasy relevant position, but very fantasy relevant when it comes to quarterback to the overall team. So quarterback and receiver, they're very important. But yeah, we're gonna get to the whole team's O-line, and then the next couple of weeks we're gonna get into some of the defense. So if you're IDB player, it's gonna be fun.
What about the news for this week, guys? You think about any of that stuff that was going on, all the gambling, all the people that have been suspended and all that stuff? I mean, or even Robinson being suspended for the left tackle for the Jaguars, suspended for 4 games for PEDs. But, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's been going on.
They need to start making more set, like, if you get caught for something in this area of badness, this is the rough punishment you get. Right now, all over the place. Like, oh, hey, you can beat up your wife, and we'll see. You gamble on a game, you're done. You take, smoke some weed, you're half a season. I was like, it's all over the place with like.
Oh, you can smoke weed now. That's nothing. That's not even on their testing list anymore.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And who's that? Travis Kelce was talking about it. He's like, yeah, everyone does it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's been doing it for as long as I remember too.
Yeah.
I mean,
even when I was in college, like I remember people like being high going into games. Most of the time, being high, like it's crazy. Like,
So the first NFL season with no Brady, and then we got NFL is crazy harsh. Yeah. No, I think they're inconsistent though. Because I agree, it's like, oh, I can beat the crap out of someone 4 games. Oh, you gambled against a non-NFL sport in your hotel room 6 games.
But it's not. It's because it's on NFL. What's it called?
Get it.
Yeah. So it's like if you're on NFL facility, and they're paying for it, you can't do it.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Which I just still think is so stupid. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why they need to be more consistent with what it is, and just have more of a.
So, but speaking of this stuff, did you guys hear about Hassan Reddick? Or not Hassan Reddick, Hassan Haskins?
No.
Arrested.
Really?
What?
Him and his girlfriend were both arrested for domestic violence dispute. Apparently, he held a gun to her head.
Oh, shit.
What?
Threatened to kill her, ripped the door off a hinge, was threatening other people. And then apparently she also went psycho and was doing stuff. He posted his like $5 million bail.
Wow.
Did he post hers?
No, she's still in jail. So Tajay Spears won ACL.
Oh my gosh.
His value just went through the roof.
Yeah.
I'm still. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yep. Jimmy says she choked him. You know what started the whole thing though? Are you ready? She liked another man's picture on Instagram.
Oh man, that's how it starts.
And he went ballistic, and then she went ballistic, and then they both went ballistic.
She was like, "Check my gangster." All right, you want to try? All right, I got you.
Well, it was $10K, I guess, but you gotta like multiply that for that, because isn't it like when they say bail, you only have to pay 10%?
10%. Yeah. Yeah. Instagram's the devil.
I mean,
Instagram's the devil.
The devil, Bobby.
These toxic people, I don't understand. That's why I never really understood why you want to be with someone like that all the time.
So, for what it's worth, Tajay Spears should be the number 2, but I mean, I don't know if his body's going to hold up. So. I was just reading a whole article about how the experts don't think his body will translate very well to the NFL. So.
I mean, anyone can make it now. I feel like you can, but I understand what people are saying.
Well, they say for his body type, you need to be fast, and his really slow 40 times does not help me.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
He had like a 5.54, I think, at his pro day.
He's become a big target.
Or 4.54, I think. Not 5.54.
I was like 5.54. I mean,
that's really slow.
You're walking.
Offensive line keep going faster than that. Yeah, I think it was a 4.54.
Like, I'm out of shape. I could go faster than that right now.
Man.
Bad knees cracking the whole time.
Exactly.
Like, oh, what's that static? Oh, that's my knees and back.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's toxic, is sexy to some people, and it's sad. Yeah.
He said, "Hey, that's my speed."
Yeah, because I guess not only is he missing the ACL, but I guess there's like crucial cartilage and stuff that he's missing as well. So there's fear for his knee as well.
I think I said this before. The guy I played with Pierre Thomas.
Oh yeah, you were talking
Pierre, yeah, like people not having ACLs, not having calf muscles, not having just not being connected anymore happens, and sometimes you just are that talented of a player.
Yeah.
All right, so only tier one I see for offensive linemen are individual offensive linemen.
We'll just do a team, and you can change just do like a team one with like the helmets
and change the template. That makes sense.
But I mean, you're just doing the whole thing anyway. So I'm assuming that's what we're doing, right?
Yep. Because it makes more sense for it's just a team.
Yeah.
All right. Do that right now. Change all this stuff and go from that.
Trying to look. Who's I could be wrong. Braden might know. Junior Seau played like almost the entire NFL career without an ACL, right?
Yeah, if you're a quad, like the
It's
muscle
strong
right above the knee, if it's strong enough, you can compensate for not having the ACL. Because the quad like connects to it and it controls the knee, I guess. But
yeah,
because that's what happened. That's what the whole year with the Rams when they won the Super Bowl. Odell Beckham didn't have an ACL either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but his quad was so developed that he was able to roll with
kind of push through it. It also depends on the position. Like a wide receiver, maybe.
Because like you said, Odell Beckham, and that's what happened.
Yeah. You know, as long as you don't stop hard
but eventually,
on that leg,
but eventually his knee did give out.
Yeah.
And as a running back, your life depends on being able to cut.
Yeah.
Especially him, because he's more of a elusive type back.
Yeah, like that's how I figured out my ACL. I tore my ACL in my high school game, and I was on the side. I'm like, oh, I feel good. Ran super fast, normal stuff, and then as soon as I start to slow down and put that weight on that leg, just became a boulder and just rolled for like 10 more yards. I was like, oh, I'm fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I think I tell that all the time. When I tore my Achilles, I literally walked home and came back the next day. I was like, something's not right back in my ankle. And like it was a little ball, and my whole Achilles was going. It was purple. Just
damn.
They were like, yeah.
Walked home.
Yeah, because the dorm was like 2 blocks away.
It's not too bad. Yeah, what Mark is saying is right about the quad muscle. Yeah, it will hold in place. Yeah. Especially some of these NFL players are so superhuman anyway. So.
Well, I mean, JJ tore his ACL and finished the entire game. Like that guy's freaking nuts. Same thing with I think it's tore pec too. Like he just tears things on his body. He's like, oh, I'm gonna finish this game.
That happens all the time though. It happens all the time with the torn pec, and you don't even know you tore your pec until later. You're like, man, my chest is purple. What's wrong with this?
Like, why is my boob all the way over here?
Yeah, right.
In my armpit.
So I gotta move this hard. All right, I got the tier thing going on. So,
all right,
let me pull it up. All right, let's got the NFL teams, and we're gonna have elite at the top, good, mediocre, bad, and you really are college offensive line. I figure those are the best ones. Because I feel like I was thinking about bad. I was thinking, who's worse? The Bears were so bad last year. What bad wasn't good enough? So I feel like we had to get that way.
What's up, Anthony? How are you doing?
All right. The show, Martin.
Yeah. Welcome. Good morning.
He had to get his pick me up.
Oh, there's so many. All right. Just a couple. The Bengals Chiefs beef is entertaining. Yes.
I feel like it's manufactured though.
It kind of does feel a little that way, but
like they really like each other, and they're just like, whatever. You know.
Is it raining really hard? Because I hear the rain noises in the back.
Hard is an understatement.
Oh, okay. So it is raining for you. Yeah, we had it yesterday. I wonder if it's moving to you now.
Yeah, you'll get it again today. Like literally.
Oh, so it's gonna go that way. So we're gonna get it again. Oh yeah, it is supposed to rain today.
Yeah. I found out. So my drainage pipe was being blocked, so all the water was coming inside. Oh. That's what it was.
He says you poor injury plagued old men. You all need bubble wrap.
You're not wrong.
Oh man, that's so terrible. All right, let's start with this offensive line. Any different way you want to try to do it, or are you just gonna go team by team and just put them where we think they go?
Team by team, and you just put them where they go. Don't arrange them until we go over the breakdown.
What? Yeah. Huh? Fine. All right.
It's so difficult.
Okay, well, let's go with the New Orleans Saints then. Number one. Where do their line?
I'm going to be not very well versed at this, but we'll give it a shot.
I'm thinking Saints. I mean, they weren't doing great last year. The Red Rocket was on his back a lot.
Yeah, mediocre, and I didn't really do much to improve it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so we got Penning, who's a rookie. So we got rookie left tackle. Oh,
bad.
Another quarterback coming in. You have I don't know. So a rookie left tackle and another quarterback coming in. You don't have a team that's very cohesive. I don't think they're good. So yeah, I would say bad. They're a bad team.
Bad.
So bad? Okay.
Yeah. I was at mediocre at best.
Yeah, I was saying mediocre at best.
I put mediocre. I have
no bad.
No bad. Bad's fine for right now. Bad's fine for right now.
All right. So Miami.
Good.
It's a good team. I mean, that's
Terrence Armstead.
They have some really good players on that team. I have no problem with that. You wouldn't know it from Tua, but I think that's a good offensive line. Am I wrong?
Yeah, Armstead, Connor Williams. We got Robert Hunt, Austin Jackson.
I mean, the names sound good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Armstead is the number one. Win is a upgrade with win is good. Yeah, I'm gonna go good.
Okay.
All right, Baltimore Ravens.
Mediocre.
I would say good. Down to I don't know, mediocre or good.
Well, they do have Lindenbaugh, and they do have their left tackle.
Yeah, so they upgraded their whole entire offensive line, so that's another good thing.
Yeah,
I guess we could put them at good.
I'm saying mediocre.
I think they're mediocre.
That's what I was leaning towards, but I think they're.
Wouldn't surprise me if we change the Dolphins down to mediocre as well.
I'm actually I'm looking at the Dolphins right now that we could go.
Say.
So I'm thinking So they added Ben Cleveland, right? Linderbaum is really good.
Yeah. Ravens, because I got like stats up already. Ravens were the least penalized offensive line last year.
It makes sense. Morgan Moses is a top 5 right tackle.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Forgot about Morgan Moses. Yeah.
And then Ronnie Stanley is a good left tackle too. I think I'm actually thinking that we should put Baltimore at good and move Dolphins back down to mediocre.
Okay.
I'm good with that.
I think that's what. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good.
All right, so Bengals, good.
They got 2 stout tackles.
I do like what they did.
They got a lot of people there.
I think they should be good.
I think they'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, because Jonah Williams and Orlando Brown, Kappa, we all like Kappa.
Well, Collins on the right side. Oh,
He's the
Kappa,
top
yep.
tier. I can't even see
Kappa won a
him.
Super Bowl with the Bucks. He's
Joe
good.
Lee. All right.
They're better than Miami. So I think Lamar says mediocre.
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 Mediocre, good. I don't know.
So where am I going? Good or mediocre?
I say good.
I say good, but
Good.
That's just
I'm
me.
okay with that.
They go
Oh
good.
my
I
God.
do it again.
Ryan every time. I swear.
I leave it. I hold it too long.
Oh, is that what it is?
Because they'll be bouncing back between the Dolphins and them are probably bouncing back between good and mediocre.
Yeah, they're probably
Yeah.
the same thing.
I agree.
Like if there was a tier in between those, I would put them there.
Mediocre for the Broncos.
I mean, they got a lot of people. They added a lot of people to that team. Ben Powers, McGlinchey, Adam McGlinchey, top 3 right tackle guys, right? Am I out of my mind? It's huge. Sean Payton doesn't let his offensive line really fall apart. Bowles was already good left tackle.
I was gonna say Bowles.
Was already, what's his name? Cushion
It's hard to compare them because last year they were so weird because of Russell Wilson, and then when you have a QB that does that, it throws off the whole O line. But I think they're good, and or at least mediocre.
I feel like they're all in the same boat. We're talking about. We just said the Ravens, Miami.
You're gonna be in the good section.
Good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. And they have potential to be like, maybe not elite, but
no, they could be
better. One of the better ones if Sean Payton can.
If anyone's going to be a lead of those 3, it's going to be the Ravens.
The Ravens. Oh yeah.
Agreed.
I agree.
Yeah, out of those 3. But I was saying that like by mid-year, the end of the year, like Broncos could be the best good. They could be one of the better good, but they're still going to stay in that category. But for me right now, they're like, I don't want to ring it, but yeah, they're good.
Okay. The Giants. This is not a good offensive line.
They're bad.
They're
bad.
Yeah.
John Michael Schmidt might be the best person on their line.
No.
Well, they got the right tackle,
I think he's not better than Andrew Thomas. No way. I think Andrew Thomas is better than him.
But Neal did so horrible at right tackle last year.
So bad.
I mean, bad. It's still bad. I'm not going to argue.
They're bad.
They're not as bad as the other the Seahawks or the Cardinals, but whatever. Minnesota. They're kind of like their quarterback, right?
Let me see what I got.
Good. Where they at?
Bradbury is a good pickup.
They didn't add anybody to this. It's the same freaking line from last year, right?
Yeah.
Anthony says it's easy to block when Lamar is running.
Yeah.
Tua made the O line look bad.
Yeah.
Really did.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Bradbury had the best season. His best season, at least.
But exactly what you said, Minnesota, they have exactly the same starters.
They do.
Yeah.
They hadn't changed anything.
They're probably in the middle somewhere. So what is that? Mediocre?
Mediocre. That's that's just what they are.
I would say mediocre at best. Yeah.
You just they ain't getting better.
You could put that to college O-line.
The Rams. So beyond awful.
Yeah, they're
yeah.
There could be better college O-lines than that.
I think if half the Rams line went into college, got drafted right now, they still wouldn't get drafted.
Right?
Still wouldn't draft them.
They just got
Avila,
but even then, that's not enough. Like, because I think it's the original people, but I think they moved Shelton
from center
to right guard.
Yeah.
So
and Noteboom, what was his name? Noteboom, Joseph, their left tackle. He needs to play good. This is like his prove it year. If he sucks again, then he's done. He didn't play. He didn't play that well last year.
I would say that about the whole line, to be honest.
Yeah, I would
the
too.
Whole line.
Honestly.
Yeah.
They could all be going. So,
yeah.
All right, what we got? Tampa Bay.
That's a tough one though, because they still have some
last
pieces.
year Tampa Bay or Tampa Bay,
right? When they're healthy, I mean Christian Wirth, you got Jensen at center, they're good, but are they going to be good this year?
I don't know. That's a tough question.
I know.
because it's age. I think that's the problem.
You got age too.
I don't care what people are saying that it's an elevated line. There's too many new pieces in it.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say
There's too many new pieces in it, and I'm gonna
mean,
put them in the bad category, even though people might say, "Oh, they're probably mediocre at best or good." I don't know.
I because Jensen and Wirfs is what tries.
They're the only
Wirfs is probably
originators.
the best right tackle in football.
But you're putting him at left tackle
They're gonna
this year.
change him to left tackle.
They moved him to
Yeah.
Wirfs is going to left tackle. So even if he's the best right tackle in the game,
no.
and then Mock instead of playing right tackle, he's playing right guard.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So everything is changing.
I'm gonna put them in bad. There's too many new pieces. We said this before about linemen that they have to be category. They have to build that chemistry, and they don't have that yet.
That's 100% correct.
And I think it's gonna be super, super hard to do without a quarterback like Brady. Brady is able to make a O-line mesh very quickly and well without him.
Even then, they look bad. They look bad at parts last year. So,
but Brady was,
done.
Brady was done.
The first elite.
I think so. I think Lions.
I think you have to.
They have every piece.
Center, both tackles. The guards are still good. I can't see him being anything but elite.
I mean, I could think of 3 teams better than this team, so it's got to be elite.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
we can go bad.
Bad to mediocre for Chicago.
I would say bad now, but I mean they could move.
They could be they could be as good as mediocre.
Yeah,
but right now I think they have part pieces, but once again, what Martin said before, an old line that hasn't been put together, hasn't played together long enough. We don't know what's going to happen. You're moving your best lineman, Whitehair, to center. It's so much going on. It's you don't know what Tevin Jenkins can he stay healthy more than 4 games without hurting something.
Right.
They got him at left guard now too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Which might probably be his best position, honestly. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Bad, but they could definitely move up. But
they could.
Towards the end of the season,
elite and elites.
Is anyone gonna argue about that elite?
Back-to-back elites too.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, the next two.
Trent Williams, the best left tackle in football
in the game by far. It's not even close.
Yeah.
And then
elite again.
Yeah, Eagles are 100%.
I mean, they were top 2 in run and pass. So
there's literally nothing to say. There's literally nothing to say for it. And then they pay.
This is college level.
Lane Johnson is making more money than God, so it makes sense. Raiders, you said college level?
Yeah, they're bad. They didn't even do anything to fix it. They were horrible last year, and then they did nothing to fix it this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Green Bay, healthy,
good.
Yeah,
but what Bakhtiari are we getting?
That's exactly the question. Years. Do they play better not having Aaron Rodgers?
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Still a good line though.
So mediocre.
It's still a good line.
No. This is a good. line.
They're good. Good.
This line, Green Bay, I feel like it's better than the Bengals line.
Okay, so good. Yeah, I don't know that either.
Maybe I don't know.
No,
I don't know about that.
Because I don't trust. It depends on how much you trust Orlando Brown Jr. Can you trust Orlando Brown Jr. be your left tackle? Bakhtiari, if he's healthy, Bakhtiari is healthy, then he's a great left tackle.
Yeah.
If he's not healthy, then it doesn't matter. But then the guy who played left tackle plays right tackle. He's great. You know. I'm saying they have really good pieces. Just Bakhtiari is never healthy enough.
Yeah, it's injuries.
So,
but it's just funny. Like Green Bay's their biggest concern on the O line is the quarterback.
Can the quarterback get the ball out of his hand?
That's the issue. That'll be the productive issue. If they can't do anything, then it makes the line look bad. It's kind of like what you said about Tom Brady.
Yeah. But especially with their injuries, like if they gotta protect longer, that's gonna be way more tear on their bodies, and you can see them like start going down. mid-season. You got to start to fill it out, and then Jordan Love is going to look bad because now you got a patched up O-line. It all depends on Jordan Love. It all depends on Jordan Love because they could drop to bad. They really could by the end of the season.
When we talked about San Francisco, didn't they lose somebody, their right tackle? Didn't San Francisco lose their right tackle?
I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Maybe because
I thought they had two great tackles and they couldn't afford to pay both.
And then they just kept Smith, so they let the other one walk.
Because I feel like San Francisco lost somebody last year, and that's why they have a new right tackle.
Let me see.
It's like McGlinchey. And that's the only thing I think. Because, I mean, we know the entire line overall was good. But if you lose a right tackle, sometimes elite might not be the best answer for you.
Yeah, but you got
got Colton McKivitz there going in now. So why?
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
I feel like they lost a really good right tackle. Because I feel like the Bears were targeting the San Francisco's right tackle for 2022. And I can't remember exactly who it was, but
Dang.
Gutierrez.
Pro Football Focus has San Francisco at 18.
Yeah.
See, that's why I feel like they lost, but they probably only lost one thing, right?
Yeah, right
but
tackle.
Trent Williams, who is
They do have Trent Williams.
No, that's left though.
That's left tackle.
side. Yeah.
But I'm saying right tackle. If your right tackle is bad, it's I know they're missing somebody.
They also have the Bengals at 17, so that's interesting.
I know we're missing something. Someone very good, I feel like, was at right tackle.
I don't know. I can't think of it, and honestly,
yeah,
I'm not going to think too hard about it.
So I mean, I just feel like we have them at elite, and we probably shouldn't have them at elite. That's
Yeah, I'm thinking that we should move the 49ers down.
McGlinchey.
So that's what I thought. Yeah, McGlinchey. You're right. That's it. So, because I remember Chicago was looking for McGlinchey, and someone else ended up paying him, and there's no way we can you had a top 5 right tackle, and then you lost him. You put in a rookie in that you can say they're an elite line still.
Yeah.
So just moving them down to good is this. I'm not arguing. They would be awful. But I'm saying that Trent Williams is going to get older. The rest of the line is together, but that right tackle, that other end, you can probably attack there until he proves himself. So
yeah.
All right, Washington. It's not good. Charles Lewin Jr. is your best offensive lineman.
There's too many new pieces. I'm gonna throw them in the bed.
Yeah, bad. They're changing everything around. Like you said, Leno Jr. is the only one staying in the left tackle position.
Isn't that like almost a joke?
Yeah, I
know. Wiley coming in, and Stromberg and Gates, and
Wiley coming in pushes what's his face
Cosby is the right guard now.
Yeah. So
whoa, really?
Yeah.
Cosby is the right guard now.
There's to me one position moving over that's already like a new position. So you're almost looking at four new
pieces. Oh
yeah, where Leno's the only one who stayed there.
Wow, if Leno is your best piece, this is a bad line. That's not even a question. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, it's four pieces are all new on the offense.
Oh, but yeah.
I'm not even gonna argue with that. Like, yeah, that just, it has to be a bad line because I Charles Leno is, as much as I hate on him, is just a okay offensive lineman. He is an okay guy. He's overpaid. He's okay. But if he's your best one, the best you could be is mediocre.
Yeah. So here's the stat that PFF says. He surrendered 8 sacks last year, but allowed 37 pressures overall on 669 pass block snaps.
Yeah, that makes sense. Half of his snaps are pressures. Yeah. And then the other half, he false starts.
Flags.
Like, dude, he drives me nuts. All right, Arizona. Can I just put him at college offensive line?
Yes.
Because it's not even worth arguing.
Their best offensive lineman is a college offensive lineman. They could be good, but we just don't know.
Well,
Yeah, Paris Johnson's probably their best offensive lineman. They put him at left guard.
I don't know. Humphreys is good too, though.
You like DJ Humphreys?
I do.
okay.
I've always thought that
I
he's
think
a
he's
better
good.
right tackle, but I could.
I mean, well, I was gonna say he's the best one, but yeah, Paris Johnson probably better.
No, I mean,
I mean, he's unproven still, but
Humphreys is their next best guy. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with him. He's especially good at pass protection. So, yeah, okay. Steelers.
Mediocre.
They've been mediocre, but they've done some things to that line, haven't they?
They have.
They did move. Didn't they move? Yeah. What's up on the lot?
ooh, what's up?
So Broderick Jones is now their left tackle, right?
Mhm.
So that's a huge upgrade.
I think they moved him around, didn't they?
I think that he's
Or they just kept it the same. I can't remember.
Because I know James Daniels is there at right guard.
So you got
He was a Bear. He's great. He's very good at what he
He's
does.
all right. He ain't. No, he's all right.
He's good at pass protection. He's not good at run blocking, but he's good at pass protection. Which is probably
I feel like
a
if
reason-
Daniel or if James Daniel is like your best
Yeah,
lineman,
then you're mediocre.
yeah,
If that's your best one, the best you could be is mediocre.
yeah, your two newest pieces are going on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
well. Here's some food.
Isn't
for
Kenny
thought.
left-handed though?
Yes.
yeah.
So that,
What'd you
maybe
say,
that's
Mark?
Not too
Oh,
bad,
I was
though.
just reading this thing. It says the Cardinals seem to have an entire offensive line built from left tackles. Like everybody on their offensive line is a left tackle.
Shit, bring one of them over here. We
That's horrible.
I'm sorry, I just thought that was funny.
Am I putting them at mediocre or bad?
Let's see, where does Pro Football Focus has?
I
the
say
Steelers?
mediocre.
What
They
is
have
that
him at 12.
mediocre?
They have
They have them at
12.
12. Yeah, I would say mediocre then for sure.
Mediocre.
Because Broderick Jones should be good. It should be an upgrade immediately.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just because they also, which I like PFF because it has their ranking and it says where they moved up from or down.
Mhm.
And it says they
Yeah.
moved up 4, and it's
Is that
just
what it
because of
says?
Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just because of Jones.
That's why I
I
couldn't
think-
argue with Washington because they had them at like 27th.
I'm just going off.
They're bad. Okay.
what you
I
guys
think
got?
it's like those stats.
What about Bills?
Oh, man.
Because
Mediocre.
they're not good.
No,
They're not good.
Man,
They're almost bad.
mediocre to bad. Let me look at them. They got
I think. Damn.
Yeah, they're 22 on Pro Football Focus.
yeah.
I mean,
Connor McGovern is their Deion Dawkins is their best.
so Dawkins is
No, Dawkins is one of the greatest left tackles in the game
So-
right now.
Yeah.
Dawkins does not get pressure up, guys. Like, I don't know how many times they throw the ball. He doesn't
That
get
man is so good.
just,
Yeah.
just
30
like a
pressures,
wall.
30 total pressures.
Yeah,
and
and
3
3
sacks.
sacks the whole season. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the best in the league, and that's
he's a
what
wall. Yeah, that's what
they
almost makes
almost
him
lost him too.
really.
I think so, wasn't it? Or what am I thinking about? Am I thinking the Titans? Somebody, I don't know.
Because I know Dawkins. I know they love.
I thought
him.
no, Deion Dawkins was his contract year, wasn't it?
It was. I think
Was.
they had to pay him.
No, I think they did have to pay him.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure they had to pay him.
Because don't they have? Didn't they get McGovern?
McGovern and left tackle.
Yeah.
He's the only
Yeah,
new
Deion
piece,
Dawkins
which is-
He's a guard,
Was
right?
signed
Yeah, McGovern is
all the way to 26.
the left guard, I think. Yeah, Connor
'Cause-
McGovern's left.
Didn't they also like Osiris Torrance? Wasn't Osiris Torrance like the best interior lineman in the draft? And then
He was.
the Bills drafted him, and he's not starting on their depth chart.
Nope.
as of now, we'll see.
Because
He could.
I don't think Ryan
Yeah.
Bates is good enough to beat him out. But offensive line, it's not just how good you are; it's that do you fit in with the other pieces?
Damn, that's kind of scary to say that. Maybe Harrison isn't going to do good.
Yeah, it's possible. So
I'm telling you, Knox might have to be like that 6th lineman here.
You might not be wrong. And then
Kincaid might have to be
the pass catching
the
one.
only pass catcher they have out of the tight end room.
To watch
Knox is a pretty
Brown,
decent blocker, yeah.
To watch Brown, because Brown was so just giving up pressure. Like Larry is funny because Deion Dawkins doesn't give up pressure, but Brown, like Larry, gets pressure up half his snaps. So like,
I mean, the good thing though, Josh Allen's right-handed, so he can see that coming.
Yeah,
like Deion Dawkins has his back. Like that's probably why it's so easy for them to still be productive.
With not having, I mean, I'm gonna put bad line.
Yeah.
This is like it's.
But they have to probably be near the top of bad. But I don't know.
Yeah,
because they
mediocre.
Last to mediocre.
Because
but we'll
put last to mediocre for now. I think because they can pass block. They pass block really well. They just don't run for shit.
Harris is not too bad blockers, so maybe I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not counting that. I'm counting the line itself.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Atlanta. I almost feel like we should disregard Mario because Mario's gonna say they're not good, but you're.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
I think we had some issues in
That's
Chicago.
not
So
bad.
hold on.
It just like he disappeared is how the freaking line disappears. Atlanta, because Atlanta sucks and they can't protect worth shit. That exactly how they both disappeared is how the line disappears.
No,
Pro Football
like
Focus has them at 8.
They're like the longest yard, and they just let everybody go in like a hot butter through or a hot knife through butter.
I like
but
it.
for real though,
McGarry's good.
They might actually be okay.
Yeah.
They
McGarry's
signed Lindstrom
good.
and they signed
Lindstrom is
back.
good.
But they got him in the first rounds of the same year, which I'm glad they brought him back.
We know Jake Matthews is good.
Right.
We know Jake Matthews is good. And Bergeron, like that's all those guys are good, right?
Yes,
Jake
but
Matthews, Matthew Bergeron, Drew Dowman, Chris Lindstrom, Caleb McGarry.
They have Lindstrom was graded the best run blocking guard in the entire league.
Best graded run blocker in the NFL.
I just saw this tweet.
He allowed just 9 pressures and finished with a 93.1 PFF run block.
Dude, they're not just good; they might be elite, but I won't put them at good. I think.
Yeah,
but
they're not elite.
Okay,
they have to be good, and that's actually me being froze. Like they might be good, but they're not elite to me.
Oh no,
they're
only 8 on Pro Football, so
there are only 4 or 5 teams that I feel like should be elite, and they're not one of them.
Okay, all right.
I agree.
I'm not arguing with that because like I love the Cowboys line, even though people hate them. I like Cleveland, so I don't know, we haven't got to them before. All right, the Seahawks. The Seahawks.
They're very low.
I don't think I like any of their starters.
Yeah.
But they won and they did well. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The Seahawks are 30th.
Their numbers don't make sense compared to what
they're 30th
is.
They got Charles Cross.
I thought they were like the best run blocking line. So how can you be 30th if you're like the best run blocking line? I don't know.
Does that mean they're 32 for passing?
They might be.
No way.
I don't know.
No way. They had
Cross is good.
Touchdowns. There's no way. I have to put them in.
How are they so low? This doesn't even make sense.
No, I don't care what that. Whatever.
It doesn't make.
No, they have to be mediocre.
So Damian Lewis had the best run blocking grade of 66.7.
Oh, okay.
So maybe they're not. So Damian Lewis is considered their best. He's left guard. They got Charles Cross at left tackle, Evan Brown, Phil Haynes, who started or came off the bench at right guard in 2022, who's now starting, and then got Abraham Lucas at right tackle.
I'm worried about the interior.
And that's exactly what this said. It said
you said Evan Brown and Haynes is coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm. He came off the bench last year. Now he's starting. Yeah, they said if those tackles play well, this ranking's too low. But if they don't improve, this group could struggle badly given its interior personnel.
I still think they could do it, and I still think that they're mediocre at best. Like, look, there's no way that line from last year threw that many touchdowns and had that like led most like Geno had the most touchdowns out of the QBs last year, didn't he?
He was up there. I think in the NFC he might have
30. Right?
Yeah, it was like 30.
Yeah, NFC he was, but I don't think he was for everybody.
I think he was the best in the league last
Really?
year. I think he was.
I thought
That's why I can't
Pat had
imagine
more.
how these guys are. What do you
Patrick
guys
had
mean they are?
42.
Hmm?
What are you saying they are?
They're ranked 30th on Pro Football.
Nah,
Focus.
that's no way. That's no way. That's too low. Whoever wrote that is dumb.
No,
No way.
Evan Brown and Haynes are question marks. But if
Why?
they do well at tackle, because they've never done it.
Well, I know they're like new.
That's a
but
good way. Like they never done it. And
Charles-
Evan Brown wasn't a big a high draft pick. He wasn't one of those guys that we're coming off and saying this guy's going to be able to do it.
Geno was
Charles Cross and
fourth.
Damian Lewis are so good next.
So
to
he's
each
fourth.
other.
I am not girl. Your left. They run when they run the ball. It's almost exclusively on the left side, right?
It was Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, then Smith.
Okay, so he's fourth. So he was number one in NFC.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is
so that's what he was saying. He's number one in NFC. I think we could put him in mediocre. For
God,
now.
yeah, there's no way they're that bad. No way.
All right, the Patriots.
Mediocre. I believe they're in the middle.
Patriots are always in the middle for everything.
I know.
I feel like they're gonna be mediocre.
I can't argue with. I mean, because I just don't like the Patriots that much, so I don't study their offensive line that
13.
much. I just
Trent Brown, Cole Strange, David Andrews, Michael Onwenu, and Riley Reff is the new guy.
Riley Reef?
Reef.
Riley Reef is he played for the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
He's played for Kansas City. Riley Reef is good. Riley Reef is good.
They have to be good.
Yeah,
they have to put him in good.
Yeah, because Trent Brown, Cole Strange, we all made fun of, made the
Yeah,
Pro Bowl.
but we all know Trent Brown is good too. So I mean,
I know.
it is what it
and then
is.
David Andrews, top center.
And Onwenu, it might be the best right guard.
He's the best. He's the best offensive lineman they have. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that tells you a lot right there.
Yeah, they have to be good.
All right, Browns.
Elite.
That's not even an argue.
Nope.
The Browns are just really, really good. If the coach could only match what they do,
It's the same line.
they've been good for forever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know,
They're two, I think.
I mean,
Jesus, really?
they probably went from 1 to 5 to 2. Like
Yep.
it's just
You got Jedrick Willis, Joe Benito, Ethan Patrick.
they had Jack
Wyatt
Conklin.
and
Yeah.
Jack Conklin.
Conklin is the man.
It's the
Like,
same line. They didn't change
Yeah.
it. It's the same freaking line.
Yeah.
Same thing.
All right.
They just need what's his face to pull his head out of his ass and play like he used
Stefan-
to.
Oh no, yeah. If Deshaun could play,
Yeah,
then now we're talking about something.
he should. If not, they're gonna be like, dude, we want our money back, bro.
And you know what? He should give it back. Just with that.
If he plays like last year, yeah, that was awful.
What do you think about this one? The Texans is very interesting. It matters to me a lot. I wanted to actually hear what you guys think.
Bad.
I thought Larry Tunsil was great. I thought Juice Scruggs was a great pick, but that's kind of where it stops.
Yeah, you got Laramie Tunsil, Kenny Green, Scruggs is the rookie. Shaq Mason they brought back.
Yeah,
I didn't like
Titus
Shaq Mason
Howard.
last year. Their whole right side of the line is not good.
Shaq Mason, I feel like is still struggling to be good.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm gonna say bad.
I think bad makes sense.
I think that
They're gonna have to work on it, and it wouldn't surprise me if in the next following draft that they go after O-line first round. They have to. It's just like it's if Tunsil's your best. I'm not saying Tunsil's bad. He's just
Tunsil's good.
He's your best guy, but it's like I feel like Tunsil can't do it all by himself.
He's not a leader.
No, he's not. He's the Patrick Queen.
Wow, that's a very good comparison.
He's really good, but it's like he's only good if he has an additional, other pieces there with him.
100% agree. That's good.
He's the Patrick Queen of the lineman. Like he's good, but he's just.
That's so good right there. Yeah, I give you that. All right, Kansas City.
I think their interior is so good, despite the new additions at tackle. They're still elite.
Is it funny that
And I think the tackles are better.
Yeah, I was like, is it funny that they lost the top offensive tackle free agent and probably got better?
Yep.
Just Jawan Taylor and Donovan Smith are great. I love those tackles, and the interior are the same interior.
And they're the best center in football.
We will argue about best center. I
don't know about that.
He's second or third.
He didn't give up a sack all season.
I don't know about the best.
He didn't give up a single sack.
Give me Jason.
Grade for passing protection.
Give me Jason. I'll take Kelsey.
I'll take Kelsey over him too.
Okay.
But all this is a mute thing. I think Kansas City might be an elite offensive line still.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey is not even the best offensive lineman on his team.
Well, because since Travis Kelsey is not offensive lineman, Jason Kelsey is.
Oh, you're right. Jason Kelsey. At least I didn't say Travis Henry, so that's an improvement.
So
I'll take Travis Kelsey instead of Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, you can say that. But they both could be all one of those Hall of Famers. But
yeah.
All right, Dallas. I love Dallas's offensive line, but they are hurt all damn time. They just hurt too much.
They are. Does that keep them good, or are you putting them down to mediocre?
No, I think they're at least good. Because Tyron Smith.
I'll go good.
If both
Zach
Smiths
Martin
can even survive 6 weeks.
Yep.
Both of them.
They're both hurt all the time.
All the damn time. Every time
and Martin too. Martin gets hurt too all the time too.
But Martin is the best. He might be the best offensive lineman in the NFL. But when you get hurt, it's just ridiculous. It's So I think they top it good. So I'm not going to argue with that. Because elite, you want to keep elite 3 to 4. 4 is probably the best. All right, Chargers. They gotta be good, right?
Where are we at for pro football?
I think so, yeah.
Because they keep Herbert upright. He gets
hit. Did any change happen?
I know when Slater got hurt, the left tackle that took his place is now the left guard. Yeah,
because he was so good. They were like, "Wait, we're going to keep him playing."
Jameer Slayer. He played left tackle in 2022.
Slayer,
yeah.
Because I know Rashawn Slater is their left tackle.
Yeah, but he got hurt last year.
He's saying that when Slater got hurt, they put in Jamari in for Slater.
All right,
and now he did so well. They still started him at left guard.
So Jamari just moved down because the originator just came back.
That sounds like you even solidify that left side even better than
Yeah, and then Rashawn Slater is considered their best. I got them at 9 on Pro Football Focus.
I feel like they're good at least.
I say good too. I say good as well.
Their rankings suck. I don't care.
All right.
They might be the best ones in this good section, but that's just me.
I don't know. I think the Cowboys are, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Chargers are right after them. I don't know. I almost feel like the Ravens might be. It's supposed to be elite, but we get to that later.
To further piss you guys off, they have 14 for Tampa Bay, so
I could almost see Tampa Bay being mediocre.
And 4 is the Ravens, so I don't know.
There's too many new pieces.
Mm-hmm. But you have the two, probably one of the best centers in the game.
And then Tristan Wirfs, even though he's moving to left
But you're moving them from right tackle to left tackle. So that's just a huge thing. I don't. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Jets. They're not good.
Really?
Yeah. I don't.
You don't think so?
As much as I love Aaron Rodgers, I love the move. I don't think they're a good offensive line.
I like this line, though. They have Mekhi Becton, Elijah Vera Tucker.
I like Elijah Vera Tucker. He's
Tomlinson
very good.
Is good.
I don't like Dwayne Brown. I've never liked Dwayne Brown.
He's all right.
Laken Tomlinson.
I feel like they need to put Mekhi on that side.
I agree. Why is Becton not? I almost feel like Becton should be the left guard, and you move Dwayne Brown back to right tackle. Right. Yeah.
Didn't they just acquire Joe Tippmann or something like that?
Yeah, they got Joe Tippmann. So you have
that's the rookie for Wisconsin.
Yeah. He was number 3 coming out in the draft? He was like number 3.
No, man, there's no way. I like this line. There's no way.
Becton coming back off injury is hard. Elijah Vera Tucker next to Becton makes that right side really good. Tippmann, listening to Aaron Rodgers, should be good at center.
I feel like both those guys should be on the left side.
But I feel like your left side is as good as your right side now is with what you got them at. Your left side is kind of mediocre. And Dwayne Brown has lost a step.
He's old though, man.
He's really old. There's no reason why he should be doing left tackle. He should be at right tackle.
He's
taking
old.
the least aggressive guys coming up. That's what makes me say that they're a mediocre team, a mediocre offensive line.
Isn't he like almost 40?
Dwayne Brown has to be 38 or something like that.
He's old.
I gotta look it
Get
up.
out of here, man. Why are you still playing football? Trying to compete with Aaron Rodgers. They're gonna retire at the same time.
They could. Dwayne Brown is 37, almost 38 years old. Yeah.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
Look,
that's what makes you say mediocre, right?
I like this line so much too.
It's funny.
I'll let you guys decide, but you guys said bad.
No, mediocre.
No, I think it's mediocre.
I'll put him there.
Tank just texted me and said, "Oh, he lost power." Just like because my whole thing flashed off and came back on. That's his flashed off and just stayed off. Because that's how much rain we're getting, guys. It's nuts. So sorry for Tank. All right, Carolina.
I don't think they're good, right? They're still too young, aren't they?
They're very young. It's a very young line.
They have them ahead of the Bengals and the Dolphins, just so you're aware.
They have the Panthers above the Dolphins?
Yeah, they had, and San Francisco. They got Cincinnati at 17, San Francisco at 18.
But San Francisco only lost one guy, so
Miami at 20. And they have the Panthers at 16.
I think they're overvaluing. You're overvaluing. It's because they didn't lose anyone. It's the same offensive line as they were last year.
Yeah, it's the same. They're so young, though.
Yeah.
Which is ultimately not a bad thing, though, because they could probably grow together. But it's like,
no, you're right. Yeah. I think Ekwonu, if Ekwonu is their left tackle, really, then you could be a good team. You could be a very good team.
Because Bozeman isn't bad either.
Bozeman is very good, but Molden is probably your best pass blocker, but he's not good at run blocking. So you know what I'm saying? Like they got hits and miss, but I know they finished the year in the top 10, right? As far as the offensive linemen. But I feel like a lot of that was because of their conservative play calling.
Yeah.
They did that. They hid their problems, and they did that really well, which is fine, which is good. It's what you're supposed to do as a coach. But I don't think I want to put them as they're good offensive line.
No.
I don't think any of their pieces are special.
I think they're mediocre at best, maybe bad.
I'm okay with putting in mediocre or bad, either one. What you got, Martin?
Yes. No, yeah, I'll guess a mediocre.
Mediocre.
All right, Tennessee.
The worst offensive line in the NFL.
They're college.
Yeah, this not even worth talking about.
They're literally 32 on Pro Football Focus. Like
I can believe that because
I think they have all new pieces.
Everybody's new, and then only one who's still there is Petit Frere, and he did terrible. So like your right tackle is the only.
And not just that,
there. And
he's getting suspended because he tested positive for PEDs.
What the hell? Oh my god! That almost if you're suspending him, why wouldn't you just go ahead and put Skoronski over there then now?
Right.
He's at right tackle. Your arm length doesn't matter as much.
Skoronski might even be their best lineman. That's sad. I'm just thinking about who's on that roster. Like,
there's no question he's the best lineman.
No, if your rookie's the best, nah, bro, he hasn't even played a down, and I'm like, there is no talent on that line.
Yeah, they should be at the back end of college offensive line.
Skoronski hasn't had a snap, and I'm thinking,
yeah,
wow,
they literally have Peter Skoronski as the best.
Oh my gosh! Say what?
Really, they have Skoronski as their best offensive line. says best player, Peter Skoronsky.
Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
Oh my
they're
god,
they're
that's
gonna be
awful, dude. That doesn't even make sense. That
If I'm Henry, I'm like, please trade me. Please trade
I
me.
would like, I would be like, look, get me out of here, guys. Get me out of here,
man.
I wouldn't even want to be behind
I got
that.
Treylon Burks hoping. Nah, man. Damn.
Yeah, you might have to. You didn't might have to taxi him again.
I don't know.
All right. What about the Jaguars? I'm skipping the Colts. Let's do the Colts because I think the Colts are good. Colts.
The Colts are tough though because
the Colts
they
can
have
be good
pieces, but they were so bad last year.
Yeah, they could be
so
great.
awful.
They're the same. Quentin Nelson is my favorite guard. He might not be the best. He's my favorite guard. You know,
They have the
yeah.
Colts in the top 10. Yeah, they have them in 10, and they're bringing back everybody. There's no changes.
Yeah, Will Fries is right guard.
Yeah.
Smith they have Smith's our right tackle.
he's right tackle still. He's right tackle, and Raymond is your left tackle. And Raymond, his problem is always an inside thing, but because you have Quentin Nelson there, doesn't even matter. You know he can. Quentin
I feel
Nelson
like still
solves
they
that
should
problem.
upgrade.
Left
That's too
tackle.
much on Nelson.
Yeah.
They eventually should upgrade left tackle. I think so. I agree.
Even admit that on this list, the reason they're ranked 10 is because they're expecting expecting them to be much better.
Are we putting them good or mediocre?
And they said Quentin Nelson had 2 straight years below 70.
Damn.
For a grade.
I think he was trying to do too much.
So they said the
entire left side.
Yeah, like, I have to protect this guy because he can't handle inside, and I have to protect my center because he can't handle too much pressure. And when you try to do too much, sometimes
ain't too bad though.
Ryan Kelly is fine, but you still have to protect him because he's trying to snap the ball, trying to make sure you're taking care of all this other stuff, calling out the line, and then you have to protect him. So I don't know. I think you get pulled both ways.
Mediocre?
I think it's mediocre.
I'm okay with that, honestly.
All right.
Jaguars.
I like this line though. I like Robinson.
Really?
I like Fortner. They just brought in Harrison.
I don't like Harrison.
26.
No, really.
But I don't like Harrison. Not that I don't think he would be good after this year. I think in a year.
Scherf is pretty good too, though.
I think Scherf is fine at right guard. That's fine. I think Cam Robinson is their best player, right?
I think so, but didn't they lose
Jawan Taylor?
They lost Jawan Taylor, yeah.
If
they have
Scherf,
26.
If Scherf can play well, this offensive line could be good.
But is he going to be there? Is he going to play? He's old.
He's old. He does get hurt, and then right next to him is Anton Harrison, a rookie. So it's always danger when you have an old guy who's falling apart right next to a guy who needs help, needs support. And
I love Brandon Scherf, but that guy just could never stay healthy.
Oh man, that sucks. Man, I don't want to put him in the bad category, but we might have to.
They might have to. I mean,
I don't want to.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Like I said, Pro Football Focus has him at 26. So
they have him behind the Bears.
Mm-hmm. The Bears are actually like 21, I think, or 20.
The Bears haven't proven anything. How can you say that?
No, they suck. What the hell?
You haven't proven anything. What are you talking about?
Just go by what
I don't like their rankings. No, their rankings suck.
If you haven't proven anything, I can't put you as mediocre. Like
no, absolutely,
you've done nothing yet.
The hell out of here.
I think the Jags are at the top of bad or at the back of mediocre. I could go either one of them. Either one, I'm fine with.
They're in bad situation.
But it's only because of one side of their line. The right side of the line.
Jawan Taylor is a big
huge.
part of that, though.
It is huge.
Yeah, if they still had Jawan, I would put them up to almost good.
I can agree.
Yeah. I would put them.
It almost could be. They'll be the top of mediocre.
Maybe.
For sure.
Maybe. Damn.
I guess we got to put them here right now.
All right. So what are we gonna start with first?
Let's start with elite and work our way down. I think it's a little bit easier. Because I think once we get into bad and mediocre, it's going to be very tough to figure out who's who.
Well, we thought that last time. We didn't even change it.
You're right. if you guys want to start where you guys, because we know we can go through the college offensive line real quick. I think we can leave it exactly.
Yeah, that's fine there. The Browns are probably out to be my number ones.
Browns, I love the Browns.
There's no additional pieces. It's the same freaking dudes. I think the other guys are. Oh, there goes his computer. I think the other guys have additional pieces, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. They do.
So I think the Browns, to me, still have that same chemistry.
Yep. I mean, the Eagles don't have much changing at all. But Cam Jurgens,
that's who's new.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though like it's just one dude, but it's still like.
No, you're right. It kind of messes with the chemistry a little bit.
A little bit. Just it's not too much. It's a little bit. They have to like hopefully that he's ready to like
jump in and understand the calls. And sometimes when you play with someone so often, you don't even react. Like you know exactly what they're thinking, exactly what they need immediately. So
yeah,
I think
and then didn't they have like so many penalties too?
Yeah,
like they were just like
it was just they're
getting flags.
Coached. They were poorly coached. I think they had. I saw a stat. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm gonna put these dudes at the end. They're not disciplined. They're not disciplined, and you got a new piece.
So, the Philadelphia Eagles were tied for the most penalized line in the NFL.
Who were they tied with? Did it say?
They don't say. They just said their biggest flaw. They lost. I mean, only allowed less than 15 rush pressures. So they didn't allow any pressures at all.
Yeah, but penalties is still a big part, man. Like some of those penalties are like 15 freaking yards sometimes.
I'll say this. I think Kansas City is in front of Detroit, but are the Eagles better than them? Are the Eagles better than Kansas City?
Because
I think we're right. Browns are number one. I feel like Browns are the best offensive line in game, and I feel like they've been there consistently for years.
The Lions, to me,
I'm listening.
Could be my number two though, because of the same situations that the Browns are in. I don't like the Eagles having penalties up the ass. The Lions are the same five guys, right?
Yep. But Decker's not the same level as, you know.
That's true, but you got Penny there, Rognoff, and Jackson who are just as good.
Don't get me wrong. Penny Sewell might be is great. And Ragnow is great too. So like Ragnow at center is great. Penny Sewell at right tackle is great. But Decker at left tackle.
Palavati on there as well though.
Who's a right guard? Did unbelievable last year.
Him and Penny are really good. I don't know.
How do you feel about
this? Is the second best line here, and there's no way because the Chiefs have two outside pieces that are new, right?
Chiefs have they're good ones. They're good startings. They upgraded, but they do.
Oh, and that's the thing. Though.
They upgraded those guys. Jawan Taylor and Donovan Smith are great. Yeah,
that's right. Because oh man,
Donovan Smith and Jawan Taylor are great ads. Like
I think it's Browns, Chiefs, Lions, Eagles.
Not arguing with you at all because you know what? It's the age of the Eagles too.
Yeah,
it's also the age. You know. So at some point you're going to hit the cliff. Like it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's happening this year, but it can. So I'm okay with this.
So let me ask a question real quick. Do you think 4 teams in the lead is good, or should there be 5?
I think it's 5.
I think Ravens could be.
I was going to say I think the Ravens should move.
Ravens are up there, yeah.
I think the Ravens should move.
But I'm not putting them ahead of.
No, I keep them at 5.
But
I do think they should move up.
I'm okay with that. All right, now as far as good goes, I think the Chargers and the Cowboys should need to be the top of good. I'm okay with putting the Chargers even in front of the Cowboys, but I think that they're together, they should be the top of good.
Yeah, they should be. The problem is they can't stay healthy, and that's why I'm putting them underneath the Chargers.
Yeah, but if they were healthy, either one of these teams could be elite if they were healthy. Everyone else,
because essentially the Chargers just upgraded now that Slater's back.
Yep, just bringing back that piece. But the same thing, we could say the same thing about Green Bay. Say the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't think we know what we're going to get from Bakhtiari, though.
Because he's older.
He's older, and he's been gone for over 2 years.
Yeah, it seems like he's been in and out for a long time, yeah.
I'm in a world where the Falcons are better lined than that.
I would almost move the Falcons. Yeah.
I would put the Falcons third.
Yep.
Immediately.
Close to that is where I put them.
Damn, over the Bengals though.
Oh yeah, no,
I agree.
Over the Bengals.
Well, the Bengals have been struggling. They just seem to not like. They slowly upgrade. They don't focus on it. That's what's weird. Like why?
I will almost put Green Bay in front of the Bengals too.
I just realized that our most even placement. Look, same amount in good, bad, or mediocre and bad.
Because and here's my thing about Green Bay. I've seen them a lot, unfortunately, but Runyon is good. Who's the guy that played left tackle last year? Zach Tom, right? He played unbelievably, and now at left tackle, he didn't give up hardly anything, and now we're moving to right tackle. So I feel like that line is going to be very good. So. I don't know. I like Green Bay more than I like Cincinnati.
Yeah. I think I'm agree with you there, man. I'm looking at some of these rosters now.
But after that, I'm okay. Those last four, I feel like you can shake them up. You could always move San Francisco higher.
But I don't really want to. I like San Francisco, but I feel like you take away Trent Williams, they're nothing really, and he gets hurt because he's older.
Yeah.
So I kind of would leave him there.
Almost and approve it.
Yeah, I'd almost even put the Patriots above them and just be like, you're barely hanging on to good guys. You need to show us something before you slip.
Not saying that. Not here to argue. Nope. All right. I'm okay with that. All right. Mediocre. I don't know how you could put the Colts if they're in mediocre, not the top.
No, the Colts have to be towards the bottom
of mediocre.
Even though, God, they're so good.
It's like everything I look at,
on paper, they're good.
They look amazing. Yeah.
They just can't perform it. I don't know why.
But it's only 1 year, so the year before, they were literally carrying that team. When JT was doing amazing, they are literally carrying that team.
Do you think they pulled their heads out of their asses this year? And
I think AR revitalized a lot of those guys.
I think they're above the Panthers, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think they're above the Jets. I think they're above the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks are not that good. And Bills, they're not that good.
I'd almost put them to the top of this list.
I'm seriously thinking, at least here. If you want to argue, because Minnesota's been...
they got to be better than Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dolphins, I could argue that the Dolphins are actually a very good line. So I'm okay with, if you have the Dolphins and then the Colts, I'm okay with that.
Put the Bills above the Steelers?
No.
No, the Bills actually. No, I'm looking at
they barely are mediocre. They are.
Need help.
I feel like
the Jets in front of the Seahawks.
I can do that.
Okay. I kind of like it like that.
I don't trust the Panthers. I know what it is right now. All the numbers look good, but they haven't done it. They have no one that's really great at their position. But I am willing to listen, because some of that could just be my heart hoping that they're not good. You know, because you have to understand your own biases. And so I'm willing to listen about that, but I just don't feel like they should be that high.
Yeah. For these three in the top, though, I'm still looking at them like. You really? So the Colts will have the Vikings, though?
I think so.
Yeah, they haven't done anything. I mean, because you looking at individual positions, Ezra Cleveland over.
Yeah, all three of these teams though have the original line that they had from last year, though.
Exactly, and I think that's what makes they might be mediocre, but that makes them the top of.
That's
mediocre.
why I want to put the Vikings because they were more successful in the passing game than the Colts did anything. Productive wise, I felt like the Vikings were better.
I feel like the Colts were hurt, and the Colts have way more talent.
That's why I have them ahead of them. I think they're better offensive line. They just were hurt and played down last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that could have been because of Jeff Saturday being their coach.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing to say because he is an offensive lineman.
Okay.
But
that's fine. They're pretty close, though. But yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I wouldn't argue that any of these three are that different.
I wouldn't either.
No, they're really close. The fact is, all three of those teams have the same original line. Not a single piece is moved. Not a single piece is added or taken. It's just like
But I could see either one of these two jumping into good. I think Minnesota stays always at the top of mediocre because that's just what they are. That's what Minnesota as a team is. They're just like this, except for their defense. The defense is awful.
Yeah.
There's literally 15 teams in front of them. So
this is what they do. All right.
Jesus, yeah, there is.
So I guess we'll do the.
All right, bad. This is interesting.
I would say the Buccaneers are the top of bad, but
I also agree.
That's just me.
I'll put the Bucs up there.
Wow, there's just too many new pieces.
I know, but when you're in the bad, you have two all-time players. You have two all-time players. Like that's okay. Yeah.
And I know you don't like them, but can we at least put the Commanders in front of the Raiders? I think we're better than the Raiders in offensive line.
I'm not going to argue that.
I didn't say the Bears. Calm down.
No, because I think the Chicago Bears actually are better than the Giants' offensive line and the Saints' offensive line.
I agree. That's fun.
I mean, everything with Chicago is the same thing. If they prove it, they could be great, but they have to prove it. I want to see what's going on. Hey, who traded what?
I want to say the Saints are better than Jacksonville, or better than the Bears, though.
I'm not gonna sit there and argue for the Bears to be higher than anyone. They're right next to each other.
Debo Samuel was traded.
What?
Who trades Debo?
Javi
did. Oh,
in our league right now
for 2025 second.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That was the option?
Right?
Okay. I didn't know that was an option.
And apparently Pete Carroll's really high on Martin's first pick, so there you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
All right.
So anything else for the bad?
The only problem with the Saints going up above the Bears is that they're awful last year too, and they have a new left tackle, and it's Trevor Penning. He's a rookie first left tackle.
You have a rookie left tackle, so it's kind of.
No, I have a rookie right tackle.
Oh, right tackle. That's right.
What are you talking about? The Saints?
The Saints versus the Bears. So because they have Nate Davis, who was a Pro Bowler. Now
I'm gonna put the Saints though. The Saints have to be better.
But they have a rookie left tackle.
I understand that, but the rest of the other four are really good. The rest of them, hold on, Ruiz and Ramczyk, aren't they first rounders too? Isn't McCoy too?
McCoy is. Ramczyk is very good. McCoy
I think the whole right side, starting with center, right.
I don't think
they're all
Ruiz.
first rounders.
I thought Ruiz did poor last year. I thought their problem was guard, which I thought, but they got new left tackle, so I don't. Maybe I don't know. I'm not worried about it that much, because a lot of this stuff is going to be prove it. To me, a lot of this comes to prove it. So as I said, the Bears went and got the right guard, Nate Davis. Darnell Wright looks fine. Whitehair at center, who in 2018 was a Pro Bowl center, but Tevin Jenkins gets hurt all the damn time, and Braxton Jones is just like, I don't know, like a flag as someone runs right through him because he can't stop any bull rushes. So I mean, I can't argue for anything. So prove it. You want to go higher, then prove it. So I'm okay with it.
What about the Texans? Do you think they should go over the Raiders or no?
No.
Because as good as Larry Tunsil is, and though they did increase it, get better at center, they have to prove it together. They have to prove that they can play together, and I think that's the biggest thing about offensive line overall. If offensive lineman, you have to be able to show that you can play together.
Yeah, and the Raiders' interior is pretty good. It's the outside they got to worry about.
Mm-hmm. So if the quarterback can step up, it still kind of could work.
Yeah.
So
do we have the Giants too high?
We might have the Giants.
I don't think so.
I don't 29 think so. On Pro Football. So.
I don't care what they say. I don't think so.
Well,
I really don't care.
When I'm looking at the Giants, I'm thinking about, let me look at their depth chart. Andrew Thomas is good.
I love Andrew Thomas. He's one of the best in the league.
Yeah, like he's good.
Evan Neal, they just acquired last year in the draft.
I like Evan Neal. He did terrible.
He was terrible. Yeah, he was
terrible during the year.
Right, but
he's a second-year lineman, so you don't know what you're going to get from that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe this year he elevates his game, but that's why he's on the right. I don't know, but
I do not like
Michael
the guards.
Schmidt is worth center.
30th.
You know I love
giving up.
But I love John Michael Schmidt. I think he's going to be a monster.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
But those two guards are awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of their guards only started 2 games last year, and now he's their starting guard.
Yeah, like
Joshua Azudu.
They're just awful, like little dummies.
And then we said Evan Neal has to prove it because he struggled his rookie year.
So yeah, I don't think we can move them up. I think we gotta leave. I almost don't know if they might. See, Andrew Thomas is better than Charles Lemon Jr. He is.
Yes, arguably yes, 100%. I will take Andrew Thomas over Leonard.
And
there's too many new pieces in Washington.
Washington is just everyone's new. Washington
Leonard's the only guy.
Washington could be better because those new guys could gel, but I know for a fact Andrew Thomas is good. So I think we leave it where it is.
I think so too. Even Tank agrees. I like the ranking placements.
Yeah. So just throwing it out here, the team that gave up the most pressures on their quarterback last year, the Chargers, what we had in good.
Yeah, but they also
the second most Vikings.
That's crazy.
Huh? Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
That's crazy.
And then third was the Giants.
But was Andrew Thomas hurt last year? Or was that the year before that?
The year before.
The year before.
Yeah. Last year, Andrew Thomas had a great year. But they might have given up a lot of pressures.
He played all season last year.
Yeah, they might have given up a lot of pressures. It wasn't from him. He might have given one a game. Like the guy was really good.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he's just too good. That was probably one of their best picks that they've done in the last recent years. So I don't know. I like what we have here. So
okay, I think we leave this here. I'm going to save this, and we'll revisit it somewhere in the season. I think this is fine.
I agree. It's not bad.
All right, download and done. And we'll see where everyone ends up later.
Yeah. All right. Some of you guys, I know Anthony wanted to see it. Our draft. So, should we talk about that? Or you want to kind of close out the
Nope. Let's go ahead.
Okay. So, I know Savor the Flavor, Anthony, and a few of them wanted to see how our draft was going. It is a dynasty roster, so it is right now. We have 5 people, obviously, on the other side of the country, and we live on the west side, so we can't really get together. So we have a slow draft. As of recent news, what just happened? We just saw a trade, right?
So Debo,
crazy trade.
Yeah, we just saw a trade right now. So
Debo Samuel was given up for a 2025 second round pick.
Yeah, that's
So if I knew that was an option, maybe I would have done that too. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know I would have done that. No,
I know in a second. Maybe your team will be great.
And then I would have got Purdy, and I would have got the double stack.
Oh my gosh!
So these are so far. Yeah, let me show so the trade that just happened recently in our chat right here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right here, Debo was traded for a second round pick, and not even like a 24. It was a 25.
Wow!
Like that's 2 years out, bro.
Right?
Colts luck just got a steal.
You're getting nothing
for the next 2 years. Alex, if you're watching, good for you, man. Javier never watched this show, so he can get shit on. I don't care.
Like you just basically gave a player away for free for 2 years.
Yeah, like literally, you don't have to worry about it. You kick the can so far down the road, it doesn't even matter.
The caliber of Debo.
2025. I don't even know what the hell is going to happen in then. Like I
could have given up 2 seconds and had an elite double stack.
Look, man,
yeah,
I don't plan that far out, bro. That's just ridiculous.
Dude, that would be amazing.
I didn't know that was an option.
Alex, good for you.
What else does he have on his team? All
right. Then earlier today we had Brian traded with Steven, who was a 4th and a 2nd of 2023 4th and the 2022 2nd for this year's 2nd of 2023. So Brian is establishing himself for the following years. He knows his team may or may not be contending, so he's kind of building. So I do like what you did here. That's actually a good pick here. Oh, you did actually the 4th pick of this year. My bad.
Yeah. So
but a 2nd for next year. That's really good.
Because I'm thinking I get my 2nd now. I make my decision now because I'm getting my stack now. Trying to figure out what I'm going to get today. You know.
Yeah. So no, that's actually really good. I like what you did there. So that's it all so far. It's happening this morning. This is our Dynasty League. And what's up, Derpy?
Derpy.
Hey, what's up?
We're just going off recent trades in our leagues. I know some people wanted to see it, so here it is. And then as for the draft, I'm on the clock. I decided to leave it for the showtime if it was gonna be
then it even works
out.
It
was gonna be second round already, but here we are.
Brian's right behind you, so
so we can both do it.
Yeah, so here we are. Are you ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I have my.
Oh, he's got his fingers crossed. He's like, "Don't take my player."
Don't take my player.
Because you're smart. It's you two. You two, I hate being drafted because we draft so often now, and behind you two sucks because it's like they're probably thinking the same exact motherfucking thing I'm thinking. It's just like, damn it.
But I don't think you. From what I see. Mad.
Yeah.
Like so the thing about Dynasty, guys, is like it's not just this year and out. Like you think about the future. Like you think, all right, if I draft this guy, how valuable is he gonna bring me value for multiple years? So here we have Braden. We talked about him before, like multiple times. He's a guy in the chair. He's always in chat. He is part of the crew. You don't see his face too often. It's a rare appearance, but he is part of the crew. He went with Bijan as suspected, and then I knew he was going to get Richardson there. It was just too easy. He has quarterbacks that are eligible for this season, And why not take a risk and get Richardson? If I think that's a very good play on his part.
Exactly, because he could put him in his taxi squad and not even worry about it.
Exactly, and he has quarterbacks that could roll out this year. So, and then Brian was right after him. He went with at the 103. Richardson was gone. Grabbed the next best QB, C.J. Stroud. We've been talking about him forever, and it looks like everyone's kind of picking off of need. So Gibbs went there to a team that needed a running back. Whiskey traded back from the 105 to the 12. And our 12th guy went all the way to the 5th. And I can't remember what that trade was. I know it was like kind of like a gang load, wasn't it? Like
it was
2
a lot.
seconds or a second and a 7th or a 3rd involved. It was enough for them to like kind of like why?
Yeah.
But here he is with Bryce Young, 105. But we kind of knew these quarterbacks would go before like the 6th pick. We figured that much. And then our boy Alex here, we got himself Will Anderson. He doesn't have a 2nd, doesn't have a 3rd, and he doesn't have a 4th. So he went with the best defensive rookie that's coming in, Will Anderson. I do believe he's going to get triple digits in the IDP section. So that's a value. That's a good pick. And from here on forth, I believe that in our league specifically,
it was need
defensive players will start going in the 1st round now that people like establish their teams. This one I knew that since day one. I was telling Mark, and he was over there worried about it, pissing his pants. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna get QJ. I don't know if I'm like, bro, I've ran mocks so many times that there is no worry that you're getting QJ. And sure enough, he got QJ. So this one I was surprised. I was gunning for Miller.
Yeah, we thought Whiskey was gonna.
Yeah, because there's a joke of Whiskey. He is we call him the collector. It's from Marvel. Because he will have like 8 running backs sometimes. Like it's a lot. So I really thought Charbonnet was gonna go there, but he got an offer that was too good to pass up. So he traded, went down to 12.
It's funny though because he did get a running back though.
Yeah, he still got A-Chain, so it didn't matter.
Right. So I ended up getting Charbonnet, which I was like, sweet, man, because I'm in a situation where my running backs may or may not be valuable in the next couple of years. I'm not too sure. Like there's a very possibility that I lose out on my running backs in the next few years because I have A.J. Dillon, J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, Gibson. So those guys, it's like they can be good, but then it's like how much and then I have Aljair as well. So I'm like, I have to go Charbonnet here.
Is it weird that I had Miller in front of Charbonnet? I mean, I know why. I had Miller in front of him.
I think no. It's
weird.
not weird at all. I understand because Miller won't do anything this year, but he will probably next season.
Next year he'll be probably the starter.
Yeah. But I also like Charbonnet. I still had Charbonnet over him in my rankings because Pete Carroll loves his running backs, and he always runs 2.
Or I've seen him go 3.
Just this morning.
He goes 3.
I think it happened while we were on the show.
Yeah.
This morning, Pete Carroll's like, this guy can do everything. He might be the number 1. So I may or may not have myself a 1 here.
I think you won in 2 years, maybe.
Possibly. He's a big
because
dude,
you still have a guy in front of him who was top 5 in all rushing categories last year. So I don't know.
But the league is transitioning to duo running backs. So I'm not even worried. Miller went there. That is actually a perfect landing spot because that is the owner of Alvin Kamara. So why the hell not? And I think he actually has Jamal Williams. I think he has all 3.
He has all 3.
Yeah,
I think he does. Yes,
I think he does have Jamal Williams too.
So that might be good for him in a sense. So yeah. Anyways, and then we have Jordan Addison here going as the 2nd receiver, which I was surprised. I thought JSN would have went there.
I thought JSN was going. Man.
Yeah. JSN should have probably gone there, but I know him personally that he is kind of a supporter of the Vikings due to his spouse. And Zay Flowers makes sense here.
I
Zay
know.
Flowers makes
I was confused about Zay Flowers too, and then I realized it was quarterback.
it makes sense here to me. That's the owner of Lamar.
Yeah.
Why not? So I knew.
Stack.
I was talking to him last night at the party, and he's like, dude, I want JSN, but it only makes sense to get Lamar's potential best receivers for the next couple of years. So he went Zay Flowers. That makes sense. And then again, our guy Whiskey went with A-Chain here, which I was surprised he didn't go Roshan.
I was so happy. I was like,
yeah, because we all knew you were going to get Roshan. We knew if Roshan fell down to
the movie
second,
theater.
Yeah, I was watching Indiana Jones. He just kept on going forever. That's what got me.
Like, why is this guy not just taking Roshan yet? Like, come on.
Yeah. So my bad. In vacation, North Carolina for a week. Decided to stop by because it's lazy day today. Got destination last night. That's cool. What's up.
Hey,
that's what's up. What? If you don't mind me asking, what are you guys doing over there? There's some good spots to look at over there.
See, I always hear South Carolina's better.
5 years. South Carolina has Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, you go vacationing. You just go, hey, South Carolina.
Wonderworks is over there too. Not a bad place to stop by either. South of the border of North Carolina. I don't know. But so anyways. And then the owner to this is interesting. So the same owner that got Miller has his backup now. Also has DK, and he went with JSN.
Mm-hmm.
So
he's gonna be pulling out his hair for a long time, right?
Braden, what I think, Braden, you could probably sell Geno for a good hefty price, but that's just my opinion on.
He is on the trade block.
Why not give him maybe sell him for something high, because promote the fact that he has DK and JSN. Well, dude, I have your quarterback. What are you going to give me? I don't know. That's just.
What would you give for that?
I don't know. If I was in
that situation,
would you go Braden or was I Thornbreezy?
Thornbreezy. What would you get for it? Would you get a first and a third?
Well, I also know Thornbreezy has Joe Burrow.
Oh,
and he also has Derek Carr. So for me, I'm not going to pay.
Tried his hardest to get Jamar Chase all last season.
Yeah. So to me, it's like I have two decent QBs who are also thrown to my running backs. Like one of them's thrown to my running backs, and Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow. That's just no argue behind that. So to me, I'm not going to pay anything higher than a second. However, I would imagine that Braden would want a second. That was probably the offering price, but the fact that I already have Joe Burrow and Derek Carr there, I'm not going to pay it. I might give you a fourth.
Wow.
Because the fact that I have Burrow and Carr.
No, what you're saying makes sense,
but
why would I help you?
Now, if he didn't have Burrow and if he didn't have Carr, I think Geno would be a good second.
What if you wanted to trade straight up for Carr?
Straight up?
Mm-hmm. But since I'm giving you a stack, maybe throw me a 6.
That could be something. But then that would mean if Braden actually likes Carr, and I don't think he does. I don't know, Braden, you hear me?
Yeah, you gotta ask us. You tell us. I
don't know. This is just me thinking, analyzing all of these rosters and thinking. So, and then Braden got himself another running back, so that's good. He got Tank Bigsby. Then Brian went with Roshan, and a good pick there with Devon Greenlaw, which I liked too because I was probably going to get him here soon. Michael Mayer goes to. I'm surprised here. Why is Michael Mayer and Laporta going before Kincaid? I have no idea.
Right.
I did lose Hufanga. I had to drop him due to roster construction.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be a good DP. But he also dropped Jamal Adams, who is, in my opinion, could be washed up. So I think Hufanga is going to do very good value to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one team I don't want to succeed. Out of all these teams here, that's the one team I don't want to succeed. And unfortunately, I lost one of my DPs because I have Jeremy Chin and Isaiah Simmons, and I couldn't afford it.
Who you gonna drop?
It was between Hufanga and Gabe Davis. And without further ado, like me being a Josh Allen owner, I had to choose Gabe Davis because I wasn't sure if Dalton Kincaid was going to be
I
there.
cannot believe you got Dalton Kincaid.
So with Dalton Kincaid still being here at the second, and me as a Josh Allen owner, I feel safe of getting Dalton Kincaid here because I could easily now drop Davis if he has another washed year.
You literally upgraded.
That's nuts.
Seriously. I cannot believe he just
Charbonnet and Kincaid is just wow.
Yeah, I was literally like, you should get Kincaid with your first pick. This guy got him in the damn second.
And it fell all the way. And there are 2 tight ends that were going before. I was like, what are you guys doing?
Like Michael Mayer?
Like,
who's your quarterback going to be?
Well, Michael Mayer, he's a Raiders fan, but I don't believe that he's in an offense where he's like, they literally talked about Kincaid being one of the best catch passers in training camp. They literally are thinking about making him a slot receiver. And Josh Allen is so good. It's like, why would you not want him? And Laporta, there it is. John Mechie, not a bad pick there.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's no doubt I was on the.
You have CJ Stroud, it makes sense. Get John Mechie's a good pick there. But yeah, before I go into John Mechie, like I felt like Kincaid, it just feels right for me because I have Trey McBride, who I love a lot. But now I have the option of starting either one of them.
Kincaid might be a star, especially playing with Josh Allen. And if
they
he doesn't,
traded up.
They're talking about being a wide receiver. It's because they don't trust Gabe Davis. It's exactly they're saying the exact same thing that you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is why I'm like, I can't believe how lucky I am getting, both the players I actually wanted. Like a running back who could be that safety for my running backs who may or may not be valued next year. Kincaid obviously was probably one of my main targets, but the fact that he fell, it's too easy. It's too easy. I gotta get Kincaid with my Josh Allen. And for you having CJ Stroud, John Mechie could be the best receiver there, but it's a risk. But you're in a rebuild mode, so that
why you do
makes
it
sense for you. Like you're not taking much out of it, to be honest. Like this might be actually really good for you.
And I'm not losing my third this year because that was my biggest thing. I still have my third for this year, so I'll still be able to grab other things I needed. But I'm thinking, okay, it's worth me grabbing him because he could be something special going forward. So everything I'm doing is definitely for the future.
Yeah. So let's look at Brian's team. Brian's now he took over the orphan team. So with John Mechie, he also has a 5th pick here because of the trade so he has Tannehill, Stafford, Rodgers. This is why he went with CJ Stroud. Roshan, we kind of knew he was going to get because, he has to have at least one bear on his team, right?
Exactly. Come on.
And Roshan might be a starter. So with Barkley, Gainwell, and Walker, I think Roshan might be, a good piece there. So, and then you have Tyler Boyd, Johnson, Osborne, and Mooney, Garrett Wilson. It wouldn't surprise me, and I'm not speaking for you. I don't know what you're going to do.
Trade
but I'm
for
just gonna
Kelsey.
take a guess.
Yeah,
you might get a receiver here.
Yeah,
but that's just my guess. I don't know what you're going to do, but it is a 12-hour draft. It is Dynasty. Like we're all adults here. We're all busy, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just take it easy. So many trades have already happened just today alone. So this individual is going to be. They got 12 hours on the clock until midnight your guys' time, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So he has all day. He doesn't have to make it tonight if he doesn't want to, but wait, hold on. He has to do it before 10:21 p.m. Yes. Right? Yes. Well, no. Your time is 11.
11:21.
12. Yeah. No, hold on. They're East Coast.
Yes, it'll be 11.
Yeah. You sure?
No. Shoot. No.
It's like 1.
It'd be 1. You're
11,
right. 1.
12, yeah, like 1.
Sorry.
Like 1:20. He has until.
It'd be so funny if we said that and then he just.
That's fine because of the time will reset then. Because at midnight it pauses.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, that's. Did Mark Mark, you good? Oh, you're just staring really hard. I thought you.
No, I'm good.
Uh,
Sorry. I'm
So
frozen.
yeah, guys, this is our slow dynasty draft, but it's basically you got to build off what you have, and
Man,
you know,
my dad's
Mark
probably
got
not
his
happy.
guy. I got a guy that I really liked, and surprisingly, he fell. I really thought he was gonna go at the 105, but he fell to the 108. So I'm so far I'm happy with what I have. It looks like Brian's happy with what he has, and Mark's happy with what he has. So overall, it's not a bad
Can't
draft.
complain.
yeah. So I think the only thing is right now, Mark could. If I knew he could get Debo for a
Oh,
2025
don't
second.
start with me right now.
I was like,
I
what?
didn't know that was an option. Okay. Especially if I do end up getting Purdy.
Who did he trade that to, by the way?
Colts luck.
Oh, that's right.
Hobby to Colts luck.
God, you know Colts luck has Diggs, Debo Samuel, London, and Tyler Lockett and Amari Cooper now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this guy's gonna flip it. With Aiden Hutchinson and Williams being as down linemen, Edwards and Walker being he's upgraded big time. However, here's the benefit of that freaking trade though. He's gonna have to cut some of these good people, and you know I have a third waiver.
You got Will Anderson too.
I have the third waiver, and I'm gonna wait till whoever he cuts. I'm gonna snag whoever that is. I'm gonna snag whoever that is. Alex, if you're watching,
I got the second
say
waiver.
something now. Because if not, I'm telling you right now, I'm after your players. Whoever you draft, I'm after that guy. 100%.
I got the second waiver, so good luck.
You know what he's gonna do though? He's gonna go talk to Mark and try to trade him one of these receivers.
I don't need receivers anymore. Big Waller Brand's got the first one though. That's not good.
Yeah. So either way, I don't know. I'm looking at it, and it's Mark does have the second. I have the third. So if he's gonna have to drop more.
He's gonna have to drop somebody.
He's gonna have to drop at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the 5th pick. Hold on, where were you at? Yeah, he has the 5th pick, the 6th pick, the 7th pick, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
His roster's already deep. Now he doesn't have to necessarily make it until first week, but he's already over the limit now.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Because of that trade, it's gonna screw him over. But it was a very good trade, and I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of these older dudes.
Maybe Lockett.
One of his DBs. What?
You think he drops Lockett?
No, I think he drops one of his defensive players.
Man, he got Hufanga and he's got Diggs and Surtain.
Who?
Colts luck.
He does not have Hufanga.
Oh, Pumpy Fly drafted Hufanga. Sorry, Pumpy Fly drafted Hufanga.
Yeah.
My bad.
So yeah, Anthony, that's our draft. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was Anthony or Savor the Flavor is asking if we're doing it live. I'm like, yeah, we kind of are. We kind of not. Yeah. But it is what it is.
It's so funny. I could draft all these guys, and cutting is nothing because I already looked at my roster. I was like, man, I still got 3 guys. I could have kept on cutting. I could cut with you guys. I could have went down to 13 guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure that after I do the draft, I still got to pick up free agent. So having that second waiver is not that bad.
No, it's not. That's not bad.
Yeah. So, anyways, that was it.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for kind of jumping on with us and listening to all of us, all of our stuff that's going on, and listening to our list. We did our offensive line overall. I think it's going to be an important list, but I think it's going to be a list that changes because it's the more you play with someone, the better off your offensive line and your camaraderie really is. So we'll see how that affects everything going forward in the NFL. We all have about 3 weeks left before training camp. So, we'll keep on, going with this. I think we're going to do more IDP based rankings going on from now on. So we're going to be linebacker, looking at defensive end. So, but, we'll be looking at that going forward for the next 3 weeks. I think linebacker, defensive end, and then in DBs. or something like that. But that's what we're going to be doing. That's what we'll be looking at for the next couple of Sundays. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Martin, for being on. Thank you, Mark, for coming in. Thanks, Tank, for trying to come in. Too bad the rain got us, but it is what it is. And we will see you again next week. We'll see you guys first Tuesday for Panda and Grizzly show, and then Wednesday we're doing Dynasty Pylon. But what are we doing? What teams are you doing this week?
For tomorrow we are doing.
Is it the Dolphins? Because I know we have the Dolphins.
Because I thought you'd be.
It's the Rams.
We have Rams, Dolphins, Browns, 49ers,
Broncos. So in order, Monday we're doing the Rams. Tuesday we're doing Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday the Broncos. Friday the Browns, and then at some point
I think
you guys
we got to do the 49ers.
Yep, that sounds good.
So whatever day works for you, we have to do the 49ers.
So if those are your teams, guys, stay tuned. We're going to be doing all those things and having fun. Guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys later.
All right. Later.
Later.
Thanks, guys.